co-founder of the Open Knowledge Foundation.
Open Knowledge Foundation. Tell us a little bit about it.
So the Open Knowledge Foundation is a non-profit, community-based non-profit that builds tools and communities to create, use and share open information to make the world a better place, to use that information so that we can solve big problems and small problems.
Yeah. Tell us about some of the main initiatives that you guys have going on.
So there's several. So we have two types of things. So one is we seek to build a global community of people interested in open information, open data particularly. So one aspect of our work is kind of creating this global network. So we have working groups on particular topics. Because open data is a big thing, and generally people are interested in one part of that. They might be interested in transport. Where do the buses run? How good are they? But there are other people who might be interested in science. How do we do chemistry in the open? How do we share chemical information? And the other aspect is we build particular tools and particular applications. So one tool we build is called CCAN on the Data Hub, which is like WordPress for data, an easy way to publish and share data. It's open source and now used by a whole bunch of governments. And another project, as an example, is called Open Spending, which is more of both data, but it's also applications. So where does your money go when you pay taxes, for example?
Financial transparency. And then, so the thing that was particularly useful to me was the open design.
Yep, absolutely. So you have a NASCN open design group, an open hardware group, which I'm really excited to hear you about. And I think the point there is, you have this kind of absolutely down, but that there's both software and digital information is obviously the natural place sometimes people think about openness, because it's sharing a copy of your car is hard relatively, but sharing a copy of your data isn't so hard because you can freely do it. In the digital age, it's very cheap to copy. But also at the same time, hardware and design can also be openly shared, at least the blueprints, the ideas, and I think there's a really obvious aspect of sharing that kind of information can really lead to us building better devices, better infrastructure.
Yep. So tell us about the OK Fest.
Absolutely. So this year, for now, since 2005, we've run an annual conference called OKCon, Open Knowledge Conference. And this year, that's becoming the Open Knowledge Festival, which is incorporating Open Government Data Camp and OKCon into one week-long extravaganza of fun and community. We hear that. So in Helsinki for a week in September, people will be coming together. And one of the things I think is really exciting about Open Knowledge Festival is that it's going to bring together people across that spectrum, the open knowledge spectrum, from geodata to genomics, from statistics to sonnets, and hardware to design. So I think that's one of the things that's really exciting about that, is this mixing.
Yeah, so there's one interesting part. So the open, what is it? The open design definition is coming about.
Absolutely, we're having some principles of what open hardware and open design will be, and we'll be also looking for people from that community to really contribute to that process and show us some of the awesome stuff that has been happening.
How does that relate to the stuff in America, like with the open hardware definition there?
Absolutely. So we've been talking with those folks, and also I think that's one of our points is that often open data, as I said, is a huge area. Open knowledge, open hardware is a huge area. We're often not necessarily the people driving that, but often we can bring together those different communities and sometimes even facilitate the formation of a given community in an area. So I think one of my points about open hardware is that obviously it has connection to open source and open data, but making that more explicit, really bringing together some of those people is one of our aims.
Do you see yourself more as the umbrella organization for all those efforts, or how?
Sometimes in some cases, but also sometimes cheerleading or even participating in other initiatives. We don't necessarily need to be the big, we do see ourselves as a big tent, but also that's a tent that connects to other tents. It's like a circus or a festival where we're running one, but there's many tents around that we want to connect with and to support.
So how do we work together?
Well, I think one thing is I want to come to Missouri and I want to spend some time on this farm, but I think also I think there's already some initiatives around PyBossa. Some other things I can see around open hardware. One of the things is we have these ideas, but we need to sometimes crowdsource or bring a bigger community into an awareness of why that's important. And I think some really concrete initiatives we could do around that.
Yeah, so I could connect to some of the leaders of the open hardware part. And I am planning on an OK Fest
attendance. Exactly, OK Fest would be great. And I think the other aspect is there's a big part of data. I mean, even in hardware, you need to get information about how stuff is performed, what people are using stuff for. Just, I don't know, in chemistry, a good example is what's the boiling point of a certain substance. You know, there's a whole bunch of data information that you need in order to do hardware stuff. You know, I was reading with fascination about bricks and their properties, and you know, clay and earth. There's a whole bunch of just data and information you need in order to do design.
Yeah. So we'll try to look into how we can apply some of your repositories, data repositories for our work.
And how we can, I think the other thing that's exciting for us to see some really concrete and really exciting kind of applications that come out of it. So I think that's the other thing, is sometimes to really make open data and open knowledge concrete. You know, how is it directly affecting your life or my life?
Yeah. Well, that's about it from Berlin. The tail end of the Shuttleworth Foundation. One more day left, and then coming back to the States. Thank you.
Ciao from Berlin.